Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you where you can find the treasure map dig sites all over in Fallout 76. There are 35 in total, lots to do here. Let's get started. If you're wondering how you can find the treasure maps, you can get them off of enemies once you've looted them. This one right here is the Savage Divide. They look like this. There's going to be an X on the map and it'll show you where to go roughly. Or you can get them off of the steam trunks. They're sometimes found in these. Or a big one is in people's vendors. People sell them. They're usually under notes. And some people sell them for a really good price. Now, the first place we're going to go to is the ash heap and the AMC testing site for the first one. And when you spawn in, you're just going to go up the side over here. And the dig site will be right here. Very, very easy one. If you have multiple of them, you can just keep on digging. And the dig site won't show if you don't have the map for it. The next one is at the Rusty Pick. You're just going to turn around, heading towards that cabin in the distance. It's not this cabin right here, but it's actually this cabin right over here. This is an unmarked location. You'll find a Jeep on the other side. And the dig site is right here. That's it for the ash heap. There's only 2 locations here. Next, we're going to head over to the Cranberry Bog. So the first one, you're going to go to Appalachia's Antiques. This is it right here. You're just going to turn to your right. All the way down here till you get to the horse carriage, which is on a bridge. And you're just going to jump over to the right. And right underneath the bridge, you'll find your next dig site. For the next one, we're going to head over to the Ranger's Lookout. And you head towards the east. And then right at the fork of the road where the truck is, you're going to turn to your left. There's going to be a bridge. And right underneath it, there's going to be a dig site. For the next one, we're going to go to the overgrown Sundew Grove. And to avoid the enemies, I just recommend that you go around the grove. It's just an easier route. You might get stuck in those. Once you get around it, so we're on the other side of it now. You're just going to head towards the west. And that tree directly in front of us is going to be our marker. And right beside the stump there is going to be the next dig site. Just to show you a better angle of that tree. And there it is. Now you're probably wondering why it's worth it to do all these treasure maps. You get a lot of different mods, different weapons, different armor, and if you don't need it, you can scrap it. And while you scrap it, if you're new, you can get mods to modify your weapons and your armor just from scrapping it. It's a very good method for new players to learn all of the mods. so that you can make your own weapons and armor. And you get a lot from these. Next is Pylon B13. Now if you go directly towards the north, you might have some enemies over here. I already cleared them out for the video. But you're gonna head over to this, not this concrete one, but the next one. And right at the base of it, you'll find the next dig site. Next, we're gonna head over to the forest, then Point Pleasant. When you spawn in here, you're gonna go across the bridge. I call this the under-over, so you're gonna go, or over-under, I should say. You're gonna have to kill some cultists first. There's 3 of them. But once you've done that, go over the bridge and under it. There's gonna be a raft that's gonna come up right in front of you. When you go around, there it is. And right underneath the bridge. To your left will be right here. Next is Camp Adams Lookout. Now this is an unmarked location. You're gonna do a 180, heading towards the west. Keep an eye on your compass if you're not sure which way is west, and you'll come across this unmarked campsite. And underneath the cooking station, you'll find a mound. Next location is the AVR Medical Center. Now this is where you're going to start off, but you're going to move towards the west. I'm going to show you on the map of where we're heading. We're heading towards the landfill. It's, unless you own the workshop, you can't spawn there, but it's going to be on the opposite side of it. This is just the easiest spot I found to get to it. So heading west, you'll see the landfill right there. We're just gonna go right past it so we don't have to kill any enemies. You also get lots of good plans from this. I didn't mention that earlier. But there's some good plans. I found some plans that I didn't even have at level 5000. So this is really good to do. And you're gonna head over towards those trees. You might get caught on some rocks along the way, but it's just the safest route. And there's the tire swing, and you'll find a monkey bars right up here. I'm just going to show you on the map of where we are. Right here. And there's your next dig site. This next one's an easy one, the Anchor Farm. When you spawn in, you're just going to run around the back side of the house. Till you get to a plane, which is right here. And on the opposite side, you'll find the next dig site. Next, we're going to head over to Charleston Train Yard. And you're going to head over to the left. There's going to be a crashed train cart right there. And on the opposite side, you'll find the dig site. Next, we're going to head over to the Wayward. And right in behind it, there's going to be a water sensor. It's yellow. Right there. Do like a 180. Or just back up. And it's right there. Next, we're going to head over to the Widow's Perch. Now, when you first spawn in, there may be some enemies over here. I believe it's blood eagles. But you're just going to run down to the base of this billboard. And on the right-hand corner, right here, you'll find the next dig site. For number 8, we're going to go to Gully Mine exit. You do like a 180 down towards the red bridge where the water is. Jump right into the water, turning to your right. All the way up here, there's going to be a log right there. That's going to be your marker. And just past that, turning to your right, there should be a dig site. That one was really hard to find. Number 9, we're going to go over to Summersville. All the way through town. If you just spawned in, you might have to deal with some blood eagles. All the way down here. Till you get to the bus. And you're going to turn to your left. Over to that house right there. On the opposite side of the porch. You're going to find the next dig site. Next is Greg's Mine Supply. Now that's the mine supply right there, but we're going to actually turn to our right, heading south. There's some water down here. And you're going to head over to those rocks on the opposite side. And it's very invisible right there on the mound. That one was a hard one to find as well. But just to give you a view of where you are, it's right here. Next, we're going to head over to the mire. Right where my personal marker is where we're going to go. You can start off at Hopewell Cave, but you got to do some climbing. Or you can go to the Gulper Lagoon. That's where we're going to go. Heading towards the west, as close to the west as we can possibly go. You might have to detour a little bit to the right just to get up some of these rocks. But I found this way easier to get to it. You're looking for a unmarked cabin with some settlers, I believe they are. You gotta do some climbing either way, from Hopewell Cave or from the Gulper Lagoon. I just found this way a lot easier to get to as I struggle up that rock right there. This is where you're looking for, all the way up here. You may need marsupial to get up here, but you'll see the cabin. I guess it's southwest. But once you get to the cabin, yeah, it is settlers. Just over here, there's the front door. Turn to your right, and you'll see the mound right there. Next, we're going to head right to the end of these tracks right here. Unmarked location as well. Closest one we're going to go to is the Mothman home. When you spawn in, turn to your right. Heading west. Or you can just head straight down towards those train tracks. and head to the very end. There's going to be some ghouls over here. I already took them out for the video. But right here in the corner is your next mound. Next, we're going to head over to the Southern Belle Motel. Now this one's a little ways away, but you're just going to run down the road, heading south, over this bridge. If you have company tea, it helps you run faster and not run out of AP. And there will be a hermit crab that spawns over here. Just a heads up. And right here where the opening is your next mound. For the next one, we're going to head to the Kravis Dam. Sorry if I said that wrong. You're going to turn towards the west and jump down here. This one's a really easy one. And right below us is the next mound. This one is a hard one. We're going to head to the Excelsior Model Home. And what you're going to do is you're going to go towards the east, but you're going to go on the right-hand side of that tree. This one might take you a couple tries, but keeping an eye on your compass. So I still have the E for east on the compass. I'm going very slow on purpose because this one was very tricky. I put my survival tent down so I didn't miss it. Act like that tree isn't there. Now when you get just past the tree, turn slightly towards the south, making sure that S is there. And just a few feet ahead of us, you'll find this one. This one was very hard to find. Next, we're gonna head over to the Federal Disposal. You can't spawn there unless you own the workshop. So we're gonna head over to the Scenic Overlook, sorry. And you're gonna head towards the south, running down this road. All the way to this horse carriage. There's going to be some Mirelurks, sorry. I am not able to talk today. And right over there, you'll see a yellow sign. Caution. And right behind it, you're going to find the mound. For the next one, we're going to head over to the new Appalachian Central Train Yard. And you're going to go to the right of the main building. And jump on these tracks right in front of us. There's going to be some ghouls over here. Just be careful. Follow them all the way down until they start to turn. And right beside it will be the mound. Next, we're going to head to the top of the world. This one's a fairly easy one. You're looking for the ski lift, which is right down there, those red carts. So line yourself up with them. Running directly down the hill until you get to a sign. So you're heading north. There's your sign right there. Jump over it And straight down this rock, you'll find the next mound. Next, we're going to head over to Solomon's Pond. There's going to be lots of floaters over here, so just be careful with that. But heading north, you're going to come across a boardwalk on your left-hand side. And about halfway down the boardwalk on your right-hand side, you'll see the mound. You can't miss that one. Next, we're going to head over to Blackwater Mine. Now, if you just look up towards your left when you spawn in, you'll see that billboard. That's your target. Lots of climbing just to get up to it, but you'll eventually get there. You don't need marsupial for this one. And right in front of it, there's going to be a rock. You're going to jump to the other side of it. And right on the other side is going to be the next mound. Next, we're going to head over to the Palace of the Winding Path. This one is a tricky one, but you're going to head towards the back left side if you're looking at the buildings. So just follow in my footsteps over to this path over here. Now right over here in this corner, there's some tires straight in front of us. Put your back towards the tires down the hill, walking as close as you can down the rock until you get to this bent over tree, and you'll be able to see the next mound over to the right. Next, we're going to head to the South Mountain Lookout. Now for this one, we're going to head towards the east. All the way to the very edge of the cliff. Now you'll need either goat legs, power armor, or what is the other one? I can't think of it right now. To get you down here, bird bone serum. Right over there is a rock. The shape, it's like a triangle, or it's very pointed. You'll see in just a second after I get into the power armor. I didn't trust myself to jump this without dying. But what you're gonna do is jump right over to that rock, right where my cursor is. If you have a jetpack, it'll help too. But you'll slam down a little bit and then a little further, and you'll get the next mound. Next, we're going to head over to the Pleasant Valley cabins. When you spawn in, you're going to turn to your right, following this path all the way around. There might be some mole rats that are going to chase you. Heading towards the east. You're going to cross some train tracks. And keep following it. You can go a little bit slower here. And over to your left is going to be a bike. That's in the picture for the treasure map. Told you mole rats were going to chase you. And over behind it, the bike. Got distracted by the mole rat. Right over here is going to be your next mound. Next, we're going to head over to the Autumn Acres cabin. When you spawn in, there's going to be some wolves. You might have to take care of them first. But once you've done that, turn towards your right, heading south. Right at the top of this rock right here, making that your marker. And if you look down until you see those carrot flowers that are down there, that's your target. And you found the next mound. Next, we're going to head over to this fisher site right here, but it's easier if you go to the Bailey family cabin first. This one is a dangerous one, just so you guys know. With all the scorch beasts and the scorched, it's a little overwhelming. But if you want to go for it, head towards the east. I had to get rid of a lot of enemies before I got this one. But heading towards the east, right for the fisher site. You'll see a truck, that rusty truck right there. And directly in front of it is going to be the next mound, right where my cursor is. Next, we're going to head over to the Toxic Valley at Becker Farm. When you spawn in, you're just going to run past this white house on your left. And in behind it, you'll find a brown half of a house, I guess, or a corner. And right here will be your next mount. For the next one, we're going to head over to Clarksburg. Now, when you first spawn in, you're going to head towards this marker. It's not directly beside you, but I'm going to show you how to get there. It's up that hill, but we're not going that way yet. You're going to head straight down the road until you get to the crack on the sidewalk or on the road. Not that one. It's a little further. I take this one slow because this one was hard to find as well. Right over to this one right here. Put your back towards it and walk in a straight line as much as you possibly can. Up this hill, and you will basically walk into the dig site. And it's right here. You may have to watch that one a few times, but this is just your surroundings. There's other things that you could use as a marker that's around here, but this is just the way that I found it. Next, we're going to head to the Pioneer Scout Camp. And you're going to head to the island that you do Swarm of Suitors event at. Which is right over here. And right over there where that shipwreck is, there's your next dig mound. Dig mound? I guess we're going to call it that. And last but not least, we're going to head over to Crater for number 4. And when you first spawn in, you're just going to run over this way towards the east. But you're heading towards those rocks over there in the distance on the right. Heading south. Southwest, I should say. Until you get to this tree right here. Jump up the rock. Like one layer, I guess I should say. And right over here is your next and final dig site. I hope this video helps you guys out. I know there's a lot in this. Let me know what you guys found, because I found a lot of plans myself. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Love y'all.